You're using them right now to watch this, but are you really taking care of them? Today, we're explaining why our eyes are under attack like never before in the modern world, and more importantly, what you can actually do about it. Okay, let's just kick things off with this absolutely startling prediction. 90%? This isn't some far-off sci-fi future. This is a projection based on trends that are picking up speed every single day. So what on earth is driving this massive change? Well, it really isn't your imagination. Modern life is basically waging a war on your vision. From the screens we just can't seem to look away from to the actual air we breathe, our eyes are under constant assault. Let's break down how this perfect storm for vision problems was created. Yeah, this isn't just about a few more people needing glasses. It's so widespread, it's being called the myopia pandemic. See, our eyes are naturally built to be relaxed when we're looking at things far away. But what do we do all day? We force them to focus up close on screens, which strains the eye's internal muscles and leads to this huge surge in nearsightedness. And the speed of this is just staggering. Think back a generation ago, it was pretty rare to see a little kid with glasses. Now, in some parts of the world, it's the majority of kids, and that number has been climbing even faster since 2020. And you can draw a direct line from our media habits to our declining eyesight. Think about it. When short-form, endlessly scrollable video took over, it locked our eyes into a state of constant, close-range focus for hours on end. It is absolutely no coincidence that eye doctors saw an exponential jump in vision problems right around the same time. But it's not just the screens. The very air we breathe is part of the attack. All that pollution and particulate matter, it messes with the delicate, protective tear film on our eyes. This constant irritation leads to chronic dryness and allergies, which is why eye drops have become a daily essential for millions of people. So, beyond the big environmental factors, some of our own habits are doing some serious damage. Let's tackle a few of these deeply ingrained myths about eye care, things that might seem harmless but are actually pretty dangerous. All right, first up is a common cultural practice that, I know, comes from the best intentions, but it's a major health risk. Let's be perfectly clear. There are zero, and I mean zero, vision benefits to putting Kajal or Surma on a child's eyes. In reality, you're introducing irritants, and if you share applicators, you risk spreading some really serious infections. Okay, here's another big one. The idea that splashing water in your eyes all the time is a good thing. You're actually washing away your eye's natural bodyguards. Our tears are this perfectly balanced formula, designed to clean and lubricate. When you constantly wash them away, you stripped those protective oils, which ironically can lead to chronic dry eye. And for all the makeup users out there, please remember, what you put on and around your eyes has to come off. Leftover chemical particles can cause long-term dryness and nasty allergic reactions. It's simple. If your body is telling you a product is irritating, if you see puffiness or redness, listen to it. Just stop using it immediately. All right, since we all know screens aren't going anywhere, we need a survival guide. And the good news is these aren't complicated, life-altering changes. They're just simple, effective habits that can make a huge, huge difference in fighting digital eye strain. If you remember one thing, make it this. It's the single most effective habit you can build. It's so simple. Every 20 minutes, just look away from your screen. Find something far away, about 20 feet, and just stare at it for 20 seconds. That simple action lets your focusing muscles finally relax, giving them a much-needed break. And here's another super easy trick. Just use your arm as a built-in ruler. Your computer screen should always be at least one arm's length away from you. This tiny adjustment in distance makes a huge difference in how hard your eye muscles have to work, which can prevent both strain and those awful screen-induced headaches. Okay, so what's the deal with those blue light glasses that are everywhere? Well, it's true, they block blue light. And yes, blue light can mess with your sleep. But here's the thing. Scientific studies show they do pretty much nothing to reduce eye strain itself. And that night mode setting on your phone or computer, it does the exact same thing for your sleep, and it's totally free. So our eye care needs are not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. They change dramatically throughout our lives. The challenges facing a child's developing eyes are totally different from the risks that start popping up for adults once they get over 40. If you're a parent, these are the red flags you absolutely need to be watching for. A kid often can't tell you the world is blurry, so they'll show you through their behavior, like squinting or getting headaches. Catching vision problems early is so important to stop them from becoming lifelong issues. This right here is why regular eye exams after you turn 40 are completely non-negotiable. Glaucoma is terrifying because it has no symptoms at first. They call it the silent thief of sight because it slowly and painlessly destroys your peripheral vision. By the time you actually notice something is wrong, the damage is permanent. You literally can't feel it until it's too late. And it's not just glaucoma. We're seeing how modern lifestyles are basically fast-forwarding other age-related eye diseases. Take cataracts, for example. This used to be something you'd see in the elderly. Now, doctors are seeing it pop up in people in their 40s and 50s, a trend that's directly linked to things like smoking and diabetes. But okay, let's end this on a really high note because the technology that's coming out now is just incredible. We're moving way beyond just fixing problems to a point where we can actually enhance human sight. The future isn't just about correcting your vision back to normal. We're talking about enhancing it to superhuman levels. Using these advanced mapping techniques and precision lasers, surgeons can now refine the eye's optics to a point where a person can see with like twice the clarity and distance of someone with so-called perfect vision. This quote just perfectly captures how far the technology has come. It completely shatters all those old fears people have about eye surgery. We're talking bladeless, stitchless, and painless procedures that often take less than a minute. Just incredible. And this all leads to a really futuristic question. If the eye is just a piece of hardware, what happens when you can upgrade it? We're already seeing these amazing advancements, but on the horizon, we're talking about concepts like full eyeball transplants, or even brain-computer interfaces that could bypass the eye completely. The future of sight might not depend on our natural eyes at all. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What will it even mean to see when the eye itself becomes optional?